All right, if you're gearing up for the AWS AI Practitioner certification, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most important and, frankly, most interesting topics on that exam, Retrieval Augmented Generation, or as you'll always hear it called, RAG. So let's just jump right in. Okay, let's start with the big, obvious question, right? It's the problem every single company faces when they start looking at AI. You have these amazing, powerful foundation models that have been trained on, basically the entire public internet. But how on earth can they know about your company's internal projects, your specific customer info, or who reports to whom? And the simple, kind of stark answer is they can't. A standard foundation model, by itself, is like a brilliant historian who's read every single book in the world's public libraries, but has never, ever been inside your office. It is completely blind to your private, up-to-the-minute data. So the multi-million-dollar question is, how do you give that brilliant historian a security badge to come inside and read your company's private library? Well, that is exactly where Retrieval Augmented Generation, RAG, comes into the picture. Let's take a look at what it really is. Okay, for the exam, this is the definition you need to lock into your brain. ROGA is a technique that lets a foundation model use external data, your data, without the super expensive and complicated process of fine-tuning the model itself. And that last part, without being fine-tuned, that's a huge deal. Remember that for the exam. It's a key differentiator. So let's just break down the name itself because it tells you everything you need to know. The retrieval part is all about finding the right piece of information from your data source, what AWS calls a knowledge base. Then the augmented generation part means we're adding that information we just found to the user's original question. What you end up with is this supercharged, context-rich prompt that the model can actually work with. Okay, so theory is one thing, but let's actually see how this plays out in the real world. We're going to walk through the entire RAG workflow step by step right inside of Amazon Bedrock, from the second a user asks a question to the moment they get an answer. And to make this super clear, let's use a perfect everyday kind of question. Someone in your company asks the AI, who is the product manager for John? Now think about it. A standard model would have absolutely no idea who John is or what a product manager is in your company's context. This is exactly the kind of private internal question that RAG is built to solve. So here's how that all plays out, step by step. First, the user asks that question. The moment they do, Bedrock kicks into gear and searches the company's knowledge base. It then retrieves a relevant chunk of text from what's called a vector database. Maybe it's a document snippet that says, for Project John, the product manager is Jesse Smith. Then, here's the magic, the original prompt gets augmented. So instead of a vague question, the system now asks the model something much more specific, like, given the context that Jesse Smith is the product manager for John, who is the product manager for John? And of course, with that crucial piece of context, the model can generate the correct answer. Easy peasy. All right, let's put our exam hats on. This next section is all about the specific building blocks you are going to be tested on. Seriously, knowing these core components is absolutely critical for passing that certification. So first thing you need to get straight, a Bedrock knowledge base isn't just one single thing. It's really a system made up of 3 different parts that all work together. And for the exam, you absolutely have to know what these 3 parts are and what each one does. And here they are, the big 3. First, you've got your data sources. That's just where all your information lives. Second, you have embeddings models, which, and this is cool, translate your human language into numbers the AI can understand. And third, you have vector databases, which is the special kind of database that stores and searches through all those numbers. Let's start with data sources. Now, Bedrock can pull data from a bunch of places you'd expect, like Salesforce or SharePoint. But the one you absolutely positively have to burn in your memory for the exam is Amazon S3. In almost any scenario or question they throw at you, S3 is going to be the primary data source for a knowledge base. So how does a machine actually understand the meaning behind your documents? It's not just keyword searching. That is the job of an embeddings model, like Amazon Titan or Cohere. It reads your text and converts the concepts and meanings into a long list of numbers called a vector embedding. This vector is a mathematical representation of the document's meaning, which is way more powerful. And that brings us to where we store all those vectors. Okay, listen up, because this is a massive exam tip. You are almost guaranteed to get a question that gives you a scenario and asks you to pick the right vector database for the job. So pay very close attention to what's coming next. Okay, let's make this super simple. We're just going to break it down by exam keywords. If the question mentions a scalable, real-time production RAG system, your answer is OpenSearch service, period. If you see words like graph analytics or graph RAG, you should immediately think of Neptune analytics. If the scenario's number one priority is being cost-effective, the answer is the newer Amazon S3 Vectors option. And finally, if they're talking about a company that wants to use its existing relational database, Amazon Aurora is the way to go. Okay, so we've been deep in the technical weeds. Let's zoom out a bit and see why any of this actually matters. Where are companies using this technology to solve real problems right now? And honestly, the applications are complete game changers. In customer service, you can build a chatbot that actually knows the answer because it's read all of your product guides and FAQs. For legal teams, you can build Q&A systems that find the perfect case precedent in seconds instead of hours. And in healthcare, imagine giving doctors a tool that can answer complex medical questions based on thousands of the latest research papers. It's powerful stuff. So as we start to wrap this up, let's bring it all back home one last time for that exam. How many key building blocks make up a Bedrock knowledge base? 3. You've got your data sources, like S3, your embeddings models, like Titan, and your vector databases, like OpenSearch. 3. If you only take away one single idea from all of this, let it be this one. RAG is the bridge. It's the technology that connects the massive general intelligence of a foundation model to the specific, timely, and private data that makes your business, well, your business. And that's not a small thing. It fundamentally changes what's possible. It basically lets you create an expert on any topic, instantly. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Now that an AI can become a true, trusted expert on your data, what problems are you going to solve?